I better hug it out or something.
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 Or fight it out real quick, then let's hug it out. I'm always down for a good fight.
For a fight? Is that what you said?
I'm always down for a good fight, too.
You know what? Something is wrong with you.
Yeah, no, now you hit. That's on you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you.
What time did you tell girls guests to come on? 12:30. Yes, it's a phone call. They said they're calling from Jamaica, so I want y'all, before we even announce them, to make sure, yeah, make sure that the audio is right, okay? Before I even announce that they're coming. Well, let's make it 1 minute, because I want to make sure we give everybody enough time.
My barber cut me today.
He nicked you?
Yeah, he nicked me.
You did something that God made you pay for through the barber.
So yeah, he almost paid for whatever it was.
You've changed.
But it's a slow change.
Let's change the subject. Andrew, did you meet Frank?
I started thinking about the movie. Remember the movie?
I don't want to hear about the movie. I want you to just stay in the moment, okay? I don't want to know about the movie because I know you can resort back.
Come on. What is that movie? What is that movie when he was getting shaved?
Al Capone.
Al Capone.
The Untouchables.
Untouchable. You remember that part?
Yes. Ready.
If not, we gonna get ready. What's up? Come on, viewers, where y'all at?
Let me tell you something. When he say be quiet, that means be quiet. Because you'll keep on. Hi, everybody. It was her that said that.
She's still talking. She's still talking.
I'm recording everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wherever you're listening from, it's at home, on the road, or at work. We're glad you're here today, y'all. Today, we're bringing you music that heals, words that encourage, and reminding you that you're never walking on this journey alone. Y'all, it's your girl, Tamara Fair, on the air, and I'm proudly posted with a full house up in here. What's up, Brunch Bunch? Make some noise! Yes, y'all, it is Friday. It's my favorite day of the week. And not just because Friday kicks off the weekend, but because Swagger DJ AJ, he always kicks the weekend off right. We got to give a shout out to him for 9 years doing what he does every single Friday. We got a great show for you today. And literally, y'all going to have to get your pens, pads, and your recorders because we're getting ready to level you up, ignite you up, and pray you up. Y'all, keep it locked right here on this version 1390.
It's your main man, Action Jackson.
All right, y'all ready? We're going to go in with Andrew
right
first.
Here in Chicago.
Right?
Whether it's for church, prom, weddings, or galas, GQ Gentleman has the suits that keep me looking sharp and feeling confident.
No, we're just going to say your name. You're going to keep saying, yes, we're going to ask you.
I've never been on the radio, so.
Ever? You got a radio voice.
Oh, really? Thank you.
Yeah, well, I got to, let me see if I got a hard drive.
For what?
For some of that Bitcoin.
I know that's right.
I want my hard drive.
I know that's right. Y'all, literally, we got Bitcoin in the building today. So for those of you who are not familiar with Bitcoin, you are going to get familiar with it today, okay? Excuse me.
Sure. I bought my mountain house off Bitcoin.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
You did? Okay.
I cashed that Bitcoin in.
Everybody got this Bitcoin money. Nobody told me nothing.
Hey, Big J.
Cash in about 70
325. Hey, Tanya, what's happening? I hope Tony's right there with you. What's up, Tony? Y'all, over at West Austin and at all the premier sites, giving you a big Friday shout out. Clap it up. Turn to your neighbor and say, we the bomb. Yes.
I'm the bomb.
I was talking to Premier. Yes, you are the bomb.
But I was looking at it.
And I got confused. To your own neighbor.
I got confused. I'm sorry.
Seriously.
Yeah, you the bomb.
No. You know what? I'm glad you're in good spirits because what you told me today, you could have had a whole different countenance
listen,
today.
You gotta stay believing, and you gotta stay
prayed up,
and hey,
Let me see if I can get this right. Oh, show you Tony. That's Tony Oshawa. Spell it phonetically for me. Love, love, love.
We got about a minute.
I'm ready. Did you ask me if I'm ready? I'm always
As
ready.
much as we on the same page.
I'm kidding. I'm glad you did that. Okay, Andrew. I guess I should do that too. Oh, can we put that down there so we can see Tony? Your name is not Tony,
30
Frank.
seconds. 30 seconds.
That's it. I know that's Tony. That's what I call Frank Tony. That's okay. We just leave it. What about right here?
You always, this is what I do. I flip this around. Bam. Just like
But
that.
I still can't see Andrew.
Go to bequeese.com and get your favorite fragrance today. That's BEQUEESE.com. Bequeeze.com.
We're in the raw with Tamara Fair on the Brunch Bunch.
So a lot of people are familiar with the name Bitcoin, just don't know how it works. Well, you won't be able to say that tomorrow because right here in the studio, we got Andrew Tillman, and he's joining us. He's an entrepreneur and Bitcoin ecosystem leader. Andrew's the president of Bitcoin Scholarship Foundation and CEO of the Midwest Bitcoin Summit, where he's working to expand financial literacy, create real economic opportunity, and position the Midwest as a hub for Bitcoin education and innovation. He's here to talk about empowering communities, educating youth, and how Bitcoin can be used as a tool for long-term economic community impact. We're going to give a big brunch bunch welcome to Andrew Tillman. What's up, Andrew? No, thanks for joining. You know, when I met you and you were talking about Bitcoin, I'm one of those people who knows that how much it costs. I know the concept, but I don't know the inner workings of it because this whole cryptocurrency situation is still kind of foggy to me. Now, do I own some cryptocurrency? Yes. Do I know what it's doing? Absolutely not. But what really resonated with me is how you're taking Bitcoin and changing communities, not just individuals, but communities. So you're here to talk about it, and we want to listen to it. So, Andrew, for the listeners, who are the network that you work with, and what's the mission behind the Bitcoin Scholarship Foundation, and why do you feel this is necessary, and particularly right now?
Yeah, so the Bitcoin Scholarship Foundation, we're working with a few different areas of the Chicago South Side as well as the West Side. So we have the Rock of Our Salvation Church on the West Side, as well as in the All Geld Gardens. I've been working with a man named Tobias Shepard, who he himself is leading a community Bitcoin reserve called the All Geld Bitcoin Reserve. And so, what are we doing? We're really just trying to change, the cycle of poverty in areas that have been just disenfranchised over the course of the last maybe 50 years or so.
Go back a little further.
Yeah. Well, I say 50 years because after 1971, we officially went off the gold standard. And so we entered this era of the U.S. dollar as we know it today, which is no backing to gold, no backing to physical reality.
It's unbacked.
Yeah. And so, it's backed by the government and the issuance of, government, debt. But really what happens is we have a debasement of the currency perpetually through time. And so those who have assets have the appreciation of those assets and they get enriched, but those who do not have assets, so the middle class on down to the lower class, they just get pushed further into poverty. Right? So what we're doing is we're taking an asset that has a finite supply, that is a commodity that no one can control, Bitcoin, and we're going to integrate that into communities of need. And so this is like how we can pull those communities that have been disenfranchised for so long out for the first time in history, really.
So Andrew, let's talk about, you said no one can control.
Yes.
Now, that resonates with me because I like to control my own destiny.
Right.
I know that I speak for people who also like to control their own destiny. It seems like government has really become more involved in people's destinies than we would like it to. Mm-hmm. So how is Bitcoin uncontrollable by anyone?
Yeah, so it's decentralized. Right, and it's a innovation for the first time inside the digital space where technology is sovereign, where there's no central control of a company or a CEO or a government. It's all like being constructed by different things called nodes, the miners, and then the users. And so this gets a little abstract for most people's thinking, but basically what you can think about is similar to like how physics is not controlled by any one person. We can't turn off gravity. Right, it doesn't favor a rich person versus a poor person. Gravity is the same across the entire globe. Bitcoin is the first time in innovation, technology-wise, in the digital space, that nobody can change the rules. The rules were made in 2009 by Satoshi Nakamoto. And now, if you want to participate with that system, it's completely open to anybody in the world. But no one person, no collective group of people,
Not even a government.
No one.
No
can change
one.
it. And because it's made it through such a long period of time, relatively speaking, from 2009 to today, the mining network has grown so substantially that there's a massive energy wall that also protects this. And this is like all the energy consumption you may hear of about, Bitcoin being this energy suck. But really what that does is protect the network from attack as well.
So one of the questions that I asked you, and I think this is an extremely important question, is how much is Bitcoin and can you buy it in fractions?
Yeah, so Bitcoin's price varies day to day, and so it's been like historically kind of this very volatile asset, and today it's around maybe like $87,000. It's had an all-time high of around $126,000, but you can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. So one Bitcoin can be divided into 100 million Satoshis, which is like the equivalent of 100 cents to every dollar. So, you could buy maybe 1,000 Satoshis for a few bucks, right? And it's very cheap.
Define few bucks, because few to you might not be few to the listeners.
Well, my mental math's horrible right now, but you could buy right now, basically.
He's adding it up, y'all. Dun, 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 dun.
1,150 Satoshis for $1.
Whoa. And so what would that kind of yield be? Or is it just safe to have until for a rainy day?
Yeah, so I mean, I can't predict the future, but historically speaking, if you like back test what Bitcoin has done for the last maybe 5-10 years, it's been in a range of 40 to 70% compounded growth every single year. That's not true for the last year, but it is something that has been the best performing asset of all time, like from its genesis to today.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look into the future, where is Bitcoin going? It's been fairly institutionalized over the last 2 years, as well as sovereign nations are literally considering this as a strategic asset for their reserves. Trump, whether you love him or hate him, he issued an executive order to make Bitcoin a strategic reserve asset, and so most of that is from seizures. But there's plans of the federal government in the United States to look at ways to acquire more Bitcoin in a budget neutral way, as well as you have countries across the globe that are looking at this as a strategic reserve, and most notably El Salvador.
I'll bet at 40 to 70% growth,
Yeah.
you compare that to what your CD is earning, honey, you'll throw your CD back in the person who sold it to you's face.
Yeah. And really what you're looking at is this is a direct competitor to gold. Gold is the analog version of what Bitcoin is, which is the digital version, a store of value asset. It's a commodity at the end of the day. And gold is worth $30 trillion and market capitalized, $30 trillion. Bitcoin today is about 1.7 trillion. So you got
so it's climbing.
Oh yeah, I mean you're looking at like conservatively just on parity with gold, a 15x upside to 30 trillion, and that's a lot of capital to flow into Bitcoin.
I mean that's huge. So let's flip the script for a second. So your focus is heavily on children living in poverty. How does this financial literacy at the young age change long-term outcomes, and why introduce Bitcoin as a part of that education?
Yeah. So, the focus here is to really end the cycle of poverty. I believe in like a country is as strong as its weakest link, right? So you have to really bring up the class that is struggling the most in order to like have the most strong country possible. And so why Bitcoin? The world's moving in a very digitally native way, right? You can see it from whether it's news, radio, music, or movies, or whatever like the form of entertainment. Everything is moving toward digital because it's a less friction-filled, high-velocity format of sending information, right? Even U.S. dollars today are digital. So what we're trying to do is, position kids that are living in poverty and give them the future of the global financial system, which will be heavily, in our opinion, built on Bitcoin. All the while, we're providing financial literacy education, right? From ages 5 to 18, we're going to give them comprehensive understandings of what is money, principally, like understanding the theory. What is economics, both Keynesian and Austrian economics, and then understanding personal finance and responsible investing. And so we're going to give that to those children, and also each child gets $500 in Bitcoin, time locked until the age of 25. So the only thing they have to do,
and they're experiencing this 40 to 70% growth per annum.
I mean, you could speculate
around there.
Yeah, I mean, conservatively, I'd model at least like a 30% growth rate. That would be a very conservative,
That's
estimate.
still amazing.
Yeah, it would outperform most hedge funds, right?
Yes. So let's focus on the scholarship Foundation program that you have.
Mhm.
So, what does that look like for students who complete the Bitcoin scholarship program, and what skills are they walking away with?
Yeah, so that's kind of an ever evolving, outcome. And so we have partnerships with Unchained Capital. We're looking at a partnership with Blockstream. We have the Saylor Academy, Michael Saylor, who's the chairman of Strategy, which is one of the largest Bitcoin holding public entities. And so what we're doing is we're building a very comprehensive educational program that will include obviously like the more like academic understanding of money and finance, but the practical skill sets of how to be a functional worker in the future workforce, right? And so there's like a lot of crossover with Bitcoin mining and data centers, and so AI and energy has been like this hot topic as of right now. Much of that is basically the same parallels to what Bitcoin mining is. You have the same heat transfer, the electrical infrastructure, the building, everything that like goes into a data center. Same thing with Bitcoin mining, and actually much of the data centers are integrated with Bitcoin mining as like a revenue generator during like low usage hours. So we're going to provide future trade skills and understanding on a technical basis of what is this going to look like? What's the future look like? With AI and robotics and everything else that's unfolding.
And you know what? People will really resonate towards that, and particularly young people, which is where your focus is. So, how do they connect with you?
Yeah, so you can go to either LinkedIn or X. We have both of the companies on there. Our direct website is BTC SF and .org, and so that's the direct way to get a hold of us in the team. So you can submit through one of our forums to get involved, be an active mentor, be an educator, be a donor. So that's the direct way to do it. But you can reach out to me as well on LinkedIn or X.
So, the children that are actually looking to be a part of this scholarship foundation or be recipients of the scholarship, they can actually go on btcsf.org.
BTCSF.org.
Okay, I said that correctly. So now, before we go, I want to talk a little bit about this summit that's set for 2026 in Columbus, Ohio, and Chicago's on deck, right?
Yeah, we have plans for 2027 Chicago
Right.
Summit.
So, what impact do these gatherings have on local communities, businesses, and policymakers?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're plugged in with the Bitcoin space, you've been seeing a company called BTC Inc. doing a very, very good job at a national level, hosting conferences in Miami, Nashville, Las Vegas, and like they've done a phenomenal job at approaching this at the highest level, right? International and national in the United States. So one of the big gaps that our team saw was that we don't have that going on in the Midwest. And the Midwest was like a powerful economy for the last from post World War II up until the 70s, really.
Mm-hmm.
We were a massive economy around manufacturing, and now we've seen the hollowing out of that economy because much of those jobs have gone off, abroad and they've been offshore. So what we're doing is we're trying to bring again the forefront of the digital financial world and that economy that's going to be unfolding the next few decades to the business owners, the people, the residents, the individuals.
And the community at large.
Yeah, and the local, policy makers as well as, the city officials and trying to educate them, advocate for Bitcoin and increase that adoption in the Midwest.
So, how does this whole initiative impact and improve communities, not just individuals, but actually, like we're in a big budget crisis right now in Chicago?
Yeah.
How could Bitcoin, in what your program is offering, actually fix that, bridge that budget gap?
Yeah, so that's I'll try to say this the most politically correct way possible.
Well, you got 3 minutes to do it.
Okay. All right, Bitcoin's going to keep growing. I'm just going to say it's not financial advice, but my opinion is Bitcoin's going to keep growing. It's going to grow, rapidly, and it's going to be the best performing asset for, the next foreseeable 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 years. So how do you get out of budget crises? You got to own scarce assets. You need to own real estate. You need to own gold. You need to own Bitcoin, right? These are the fundamental assets that you can't make more of. And so because of that, their scarce supply drives the price upward. The government will not stop spending money. They cannot mathematically. They are going to continue to print money, and that money will find its home in the best store of value possible. And so how do you position people that are in debt or like companies in debt or cities or states or nation states? You acquire Bitcoin, you hold it for the long term, and you're going to absorb massive capital inflows over the next 10 to 100 years. That's how you can offset these deficits.
And so we can stop selling off our parking meters and selling off our red light cameras and stuff like that. And we can actually tap into our Bitcoin reserve and bridge some of these gaps. So for a person like me who maybe has Bitcoin. How do I spend that? Can I put it in my wallet on my phone and spend it? How do I do it?
Yeah, there's multiple different ways. I mean, there's like credit cards issued by Gemini now, but there's, the Bitcoin Lightning Network, which is a secondary layer where you can basically spend your Bitcoin and it can convert instantly and basically for free into US dollars, to euros, whatever currency you want. But I mean, Bitcoin's the most liquid network in the world, right? You can sell your Bitcoin on a holiday weekend or on a Sunday, and you can get US dollars instantly
Around the clock.
Yeah, 24/7, 365. So there's not a problem of trying to liquidate to US dollars and be able to spend it. And there's actually applications that allow you to do that automatically now.
Wow. So, Andrew, thank you so much. So many people are interested in Bitcoin, and the broader term is cryptocurrency. Bitcoin just happens to be one of the most and the best performing currency in that space. So can you walk people how to purchase these fractions if they contact you? And if so, how do they contact you specifically?
Yeah, I mean, I can easily point them in the direction of a trusted exchange.
Okay.
There's a handful of companies that I could connect them with, that if they're a high net worth individual looking for more white glove service or something like that. But if you're just the average individual, I mean, you can get on Cash App, you can get on Coinbase, Gemini. There's a handful of these exchanges that have been operating for a long time that are more or less trusted. And what I'd always recommend is buy a little bit of Bitcoin if you're interested, and then start to understand what this thing is, and then learn about self-custody, because you can download a free app on your phone that's your own wallet, get your Bitcoin off the exchange, and now you can put it in your own wallet, which is your digital version of a purse or a physical wallet in your pocket, and no one can take it from you there. The Bitcoin sitting on exchanges has the counterparty risk of the exchange failing or getting hacked. So if you own your Bitcoin, no one can take it, right?
All right.
Yeah, it would be impossible to hack it, right?
Well, Andrew, you have given us a wealth of knowledge. You got to come back and literally before 2027, when Chicago is actually on these platforms, so that we can position ourselves, not just individuals, but communities at large. Y'all give it up for our Andrew Tillman. So listen.
That's for the hard drive.
so of course we got our health guru in the building, and he wants to go and siphon off some of Andrew's Bitcoin and put it on his hard drive, which is not a bad idea for if you can do it, y'all. Y'all keep it alive. We got more to share right here on this Version 1390. That was awesome.
Yeah, once it go on the hard drive, it's the safest place
you
to
can
put it.
You can put it in your wallet from there.
Yeah, well, when it's on your hard drive, you don't never have to worry about nobody. It can't be hacked.
Yeah.
The thing of it is don't ever lose the code.
Yes.
No, I had to write down one of the coins that I own. I had to write down that code, and the code is long. I mean, it's from here to the streets. It's so long, and of course, I lost the code because they lost the code. Yeah. What's up, Kel Marley? Justice.
Oh my God.
Hey, Tanya, again, I love you guys. Did you all get some information that corrected some maybe misnomers that you had about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency from Andrew? I know I did.
I can't think of the name of it.
The hardware wallet?
It's my song.
It's like a hard wallet, but it's yeah.
That's okay. That's stressing you out.
I don't know.
It's a good one.
That's okay. We're gonna keep it moving.
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
Look and see
if you got Bitcoin,
okay,
it's the best wallet where you ain't gotta worry about the government tracking.
There's one that's called Wallet of Satoshi. There's the Samurai Wallet. Blockstream.
For Christmas.
I don't know. There's so many. I don't know.
So Satoshi's is what you buy. I'm sorry. Go ahead. That's what you buy. That's the name of the.
It's like a
fraction of it. Okay. Satoshi's. Okay.
Man, what is the name of the wallet we used
to
use?
Who sits up and thinks about this? Is a high moment. You sit and think about I'm gonna create me a coin and make it so it's impenetrable.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a friend. He had a Bitcoin store.
It's a high money moment though. That's true.
Yeah, California.
Good, Tanya. I'm glad. I love the hearts. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Inglewood, Chicago is where we wanted to actually pilot the Bitcoin Scholarship Foundation.
Really?
My wife's father's from Inglewood, and Bernie Smith's from Inglewood.
Yeah.
That was the original idea, but we need to be connected with the community.
Is your wife black?
No.
Oh.
Arab.
And she's from Inglewood?
No, she's from Oak Forest. Her father grew up.
Her father's from Inglewood.
Yeah, he grew up in Inglewood.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I'm super happy that you guys are bringing that back to the roots.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love that.
That was the original idea.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think people got
that's
to get
great.
educated not to panic.
Yeah, right. And you know, with the scholarship, that's why we're not giving the kids access to trade it,
Right.
because we want to have them hold it for a long period of time.
And it's still earning.
And it's forcing them to observe. You know, they can't make any irrational decisions. So it may dump and they may feel scared and they want to sell it, but they can't. They may shoot up super high and they want to, sell it because they got all this profit, but they can't. They just are forced to observe it, keep going up.
And by the time they have access to it, it's robust.
Yes.
Yeah, so $500 at 30 to 70% over. Yes, that's incredible. I think every single
And it
child,
compounds.
it compounds.
Yes.
I think every single child should take advantage of this. Because by the time you go to college, you are $100,000 to the good.
Yeah. Yep.
And you didn't do anything.
But you learn.
I'm saying you didn't have to
You know, that'll
physically
be good
do
for
any
the
work.
fund that when Trump talking about setting up a fund where for every kid that is born, putting a savings account.
Yeah, they're going to give them like an S&P 500.
Right.
Right. Yeah,
S&P is not going to perform like Bitcoin, though.
It might do like 9% a year on average.
We're going to go to Frank.
Drop supplies at Chatham Community Center.
Tell me what we going to do. We going to keep moving around here.
Hey, y'all ready to clap? Y'all, we need to work on this clapping stuff when I come up. Let's have practice. Let's practice.
You know what? Frank is crazy. Y'all, I definitely want you to keep Frank's father in your prayers. He's having a good time today, but when he leaves here, he is the caretaker of his father.
Yeah, going right to the
He's
hospital.
going right to the hospital, so definitely want you to. I love the hearts. Thank you so much. Hey, Ranger. What's happening? Hey, Letitia. Thank you for joining us. How many? Coach Brink. Man Hill. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you guys. Kels Marley. 617. Love it. Y'all, what are you guys doing this weekend? It actually warmed up in Chicago, but it's not as warm as it is in Houston.
Today is cool.
No, it's not.
It's
Today's
14 and windy.
It's
Yesterday
14.
was good.
Yesterday was good,
really,
even though it was raining. And tomorrow's going to be 45 degrees. For those of you who are on the post,
Is it?
Yep, tomorrow's going to be 45 degrees.
Call us today at 773-345-7441.
So, is it okay if we talk about your dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Because I want to know.
All right, I got to send it off. Hold on.
You got the call?
Yeah, hold on. No.
Leaders Network Financial
Huh?
in partnership with Great Lakes Credit Union. Serving people, not profits.
In a crash and need some cash? Don't start.
1390. Who am I talking to?
Yes, this is DJ Nicholas.
DJ Nicholas. Okay, DJ. Go, DJ. Check out my DJ.
I'm gonna put you on hold for just a second and just listen in for Tammy's introduction, and then when she introduces you, just be ready, okay?
All right, thank you.
But where are my posters for the 24 hours? They had already started yesterday. I need them, please. Thank you, guys. Isn't this the cutest?
There's a hand mitts.
This is a muff. It's also a purse.
All right.
Oh,
You got
okay.
about 50 seconds.
Isn't that
Everybody ready?
amazing?
And you can put your hands in that too.
Yes. Did you just see my hands in here?
Yeah.
Pay attention.
Okay. Look like a slinky. Chinese finger trap.
I can't stand these people in here, Andrew.
30 seconds.
Thank you. I don't need the one.
There's a lot of people there.
Yes, a lot of people
20
need prayer.
Yeah. You got the red one? That's what I'm looking for. Oh, these are like prayer line.
But it's prayer line 24 hours all over the globe.
Oh, that's dope. It's 10 degrees and
Oh, at
Waukegan, Peggy.
10:50, I got
It's cold.
Where's the action?
She ain't been outside. Peggy, she have not been outside. She been from her car.
You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It's your girl Tamara Fair on the air, and I'm proudly posted in the studio with the entire Brunch Bunch today. Joining us on the call today is DJ Nicholas, and he is around the globe, y'all. He's a respected DJ, music curator, and cultural connector whose work goes beyond the turntables. Known for his music as a bridge between community, culture, and purpose, DJ Nicholas is calling to share with us what he's working on and the impact on his platform and how his sound continues to move conversations not only in the communities that he's involved with, but across the globe. Let's give a big brunch bunch welcome to DJ Nicholas. What's up, DJ? We appreciate you. I love the accent. I promise you, I wish I was in Jamaica right now. So, DJ Nicholas, welcome to the Brunch Bunch. And tell our listeners how you first got into DJing and what drew you to using music as a tool for connection.
That's a long story, but I'll try to summarize it as quickly as possible. I'm from Kingston, Jamaica, as you can hear. Right?
Big up, man.
Hey, man.
I reside in Florida. So I got saved in the year 2000, and I got saved by reading the word of God. I came across a scripture in Acts chapter 4, verse 12 that said, "There's no other name given among men under heaven by which we can be saved." And that's where I converted my life and started walking with Christ. Prior to that, I would DJ, I would go on stage and in the inner cities and sing. That's what we call DJing. It's not this jockey. It's more like what Sean Paul or those guys do, vocal DJs. But then when I became a Christian, obviously my message changed. Everything had to be biblically sound and grounded. So I started writing songs and going to the youth groups in Jamaica and just sharing my testimony and just singing music until the rest of the Caribbean started inviting me and the band to come and perform. Till eventually, I started performing in the US and in Canada and the UK, and God has been good. So that's the best way I can summarize how I started.
Well, you know what? I think you did an amazing job. Now, let's switch the lanes to the local, to Chicago. How has the Chicago music scene shaped your sound and your approach to, like you say, DJing abroad?
If my memory serves me correctly, Todd Delaney is from Chicago, correct?
I'm from Chicago. And
You're from Chicago.
yes, sir.
Exactly. And why I mentioned Todd Delaney, because I've collaborated with several American artists, including Todd Delaney.
Oh, yeah, Todd is from, I didn't hear you because your accent is so beautiful. But yes, Todd is from Chicago too. Sorry about that.
Exactly, yes, Todd Delaney. Yeah, I did several songs with him. Ty Tribbett's recent project, he did a Jamaica reggae vibe, and I did the background and I lived on that for him. I've done songs with Dietrich, and then I actually went on with Dietrich to do celebration of gospel, and that was put together by Apostle Verna Howard. She made the connection. She's the one who made the connection with you as well. So you see, she made good connections.
Oh, yes, she does. That's what she's noted for. Now, speaking of connections, DJ, you are doing some connecting on a different platform. You are a part of this 24-hour global prayer warrior that started at 6 a.m. this morning and is continuing till tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Is that correct?
Yes. And my wife and I will go on at 8 p.m. tonight. When Apostle told me about it, I said, man, it's a great initiative. However, I'm a little personal when it comes to prayer. I'm a little more the prayer club type of person. However, this is a great initiative, and we know, as the Bible says, the effective fervent prayer of the righteous man availeth much. And we know when the people of God pray believing, pray fervently, pray not just among the words, but pray with the power, living a lifestyle pleasing to God. We believe and we know that God will hear and God will answer.
Well, we want to give a big shout out to Apostle Verl Howard for connecting all of these prayer warriors. And tonight, 8 p.m., how can people join you as you pray for souls around the world?
Yes, from what I know, Apostle Verl's Facebook, Instagram page, it will have a live stream, and everyone should be able to log on on and just watch and listen live. So if you search Apostle Beryl Howard, you'll find a lot more information there on Facebook.
We truly appreciate you. We appreciate your heartfelt mission, your passion for people, and for tonight and all through the night. What kind of changes you guys are going to bring for people across the world. Thank you so much, DJ Nicholas. We look forward to having you back. And if we don't talk to you before this Christmas, have a wonderful holiday, you and your family.
Thank you, and same to you. Have a great day.
Big up again. Yes, Lord. Listen, y'all, everybody in this world needs prayer. And so for these worship leaders to actually come together and pray for this amount of time for you, I want you to thank them. Go on the Facebook page, Apostle Beryl Howard, and thank them. And keep it locked. We still got more to come right here on Inspiration 1390. Okay, here's what I need y'all to do. I need you to... Adam, I need you to check Melinda Kelly's call-in number because she is doing at the end of the segment, she is doing a call-in for the breakfast. You don't have her number? What's up, Tony? Give me a second, guys. Look at that. Bullet. Big up. Wagwan.
What you saying?
Yeah, no. No, I big up is like, what's up? Wagwan is what's going on.
Okay, all right, okay. You been over there. You left out the house. Were you over there?
You got it. You got it. Okay, when we come back, y'all. What's up, you guys are making my whole heart clap today with all these hearts. What's happening, G-Man? This forever. Talking about purpose of 50 seconds. Because I got to get Frank and then I got to get Melinda. And give me the flyer for Breakfast with Santa, please. But the beat is cold, right?
We got on the
What's
right
up,
to
Peggy?
music.
You can't hear the DJ? Oh my God, that's your phone. Everybody else could hear him. I'm so sorry. But you know you can go on Facebook.
No, she was listening on my page. Peggy Jones. Yeah, she was listening on my page. She said, "Yeah, the DJ." Because she wasn't on the radio because she had to be on 1390. What's up, Peggy? Peggy's
y'all
all
know how to
over.
reggae?
She's on all of it.
She's on every channel.
She's on every channel. That's my girl.
55. Well, y'all know that this Christmas season, you're going to eat bad, you're going to eat a lot, and then you're going to have like remorse. But I'm telling you right now, I got somebody in here who's got the remedy for overeating remorse. And of course, every single week we welcome him. But this week, we're going to give him a bigger Brunch Bunch welcome because he made us feel so bad last week at that very soft welcome. We welcome back Mr. Frank Kimbrough, our resident health guru, Healthy Wealthy Wise. Actually, I put a memory on Facebook today. I want you to look at it from 9 years ago from Healthy Wealthy Wise. And we're still 9 years forward, continuing.
Yes.
We talked about getting financially healthy, but you know what? Your financial health means nothing if your physical health is out of order.
Yeah, absolutely, right? Because you can have 1,000 problems until you got a health problem. Then you only got one.
You only got one.
Yep.
So, Frank, with the holidays coming up next week, what are the biggest health pitfalls that people tend to fall in at this time of the year? I know I talked about overeating at our celebration.
Right.
But
Of course,
what else?
Of course, always overeating. I think the biggest thing that I'm really noticing right now is people are not focusing on their immune system. They're around a lot of people. Okay.
I'm glad you said that because for the last week, Adam has been sniffing around me. And
is that same
that
Adam?
Same Adam? And so last night when I started sniffing, the first person I wanted to blame was guess who? Adam. And Adam is not on Zenzino, so it kind of concerned me. But the fact that I am put my concerns to rest.
Right. Well, Adam, I'm sorry that you actually have to be in the room while this is actually taking place. Yeah. So and there's a what I'm noticing that there's a virus going around that's attacking people, and it's attacking the white blood cells. And that's the immune system is weakening the white, it's making the count of the white blood cells go
What
up.
are some of these symptoms? Do they have a name for it yet?
It's called rhino. I think it's
Oh,
rhino.
rhinovirus.
Rhinovirus.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
And no, that's not rhinoceros. This is literally and that's a very dangerous virus, just so you
Yes,
know.
yes.
Not as dangerous as COVID was, but it puts you out for a while.
Yeah, and it could definitely be dangerous among elderly people, because that is one of the things that my father, who was in the hospital, first thing he had was what they tested for him. They saw that the rhinovirus was there, and it'll lead to pneumonia.
And you know, a lot of things can happen before you get pneumonia, but once pneumonia happens, it's really like an urgency. It's a call to medical emergency.
Yeah, right.
So your father has been in the hospital for how long now?
Over 10 days.
10 days. And has it been improving? Is he on Zenzino at all?
No, right now, no, he's not on Zenzino.
Was he on Zenzino?
He was on it earlier, then he stopped. But he also, my father, he's just one of those boss type guys. He also stopped taking his medicines. You know, he's like, I don't need nothing. I'm, hey, at 93, he actually could do what he wanted to do. Right?
He can.
He could do what
he
wanted to do.
Zenzino will definitely change that whole trajectory of what medical professionals are predicting, even though they have traditional medicines that can work in tandem. But we're praying for your father, and I know that once he gets better, you're going to put him on a regimen like you did your mom, who actually had stage 4 cancer, and now she's
still doing fine.
And she's doing fine.
Yes, yes.
So some of the other things that could actually contribute to poor holiday health is that stress tends to spike people's it tends to diminish people's immune system, because stress can take you out this world.
Yeah, and we got to quit to feel like that we have to, that the kids have to have the Christmas that you had. You know what I mean? Or the Christmas
especially this year.
Or the Christmas you wish you had.
Yeah, that
you know
part.
What I mean? That's really the part right there. I mean, it's nothing's more sickening to see people line up, for some Jordans that they can't really even afford.
Yeah.
To give to a kid to take to school, that
they're gonna
grow out of the next. By summertime, they won't even be able to fit them.
So, Frank, in your estimation and in your experience, particularly since you've been in the health space for so long, what are some of the practical ways to protect our mental and emotional health during this holiday season?
First thing, mental health, increase your vitamin D level. Okay.
Oh, so good mental health increases your vitamin D level?
I'm saying if you increase your vitamin D level.
Oh, increase your vitamin D.
Increase your vitamin D. Okay. And we have a product called Xeno Shine that you can get the right absorption because it has magnesium in it as well. Very inexpensive. I think it's maybe like $17 for a month supply. Yep. So you definitely want to increase, and we have a test for it. We do have a vitamin D test. Get your vitamin D test done, right? So you can know your numbers, because our immune system, it has so much to do with your vitamin D levels and your mental and cancer.
When you are lacking in vitamin D, you're more predisposed to cancer than if you had a level of vitamin D that was healthy.
And if you're African American, you have a good chance that you are vitamin D deficient.
Yes.
All right, because the melanin in your skin is you just don't get the absorption from the sun that you don't. A and B, if you're in the Midwest, it's even worse. Right, because even a Caucasian, they can also be lacking vitamin D by being in the northern atmosphere. So you got the fact you got melanin, you live in the northern atmosphere, and then 3, we don't go outside.
Well, we go outside, but we're layered up, we're covered up.
Yeah,
so it's the equivalent of a sunscreen, all these layers that we have. So you often talk about prevention over reaction, right?
Yes.
So what should people focus on staying well during the holiday season and into the new year? Because it's not a fad. This has got to be a way of life, guys.
Yeah. Well, first thing I want to tell you, let's talk simple practice. All right. Okay. It is great to have something that can clean your hands.
Washing hands is
washing hands is the most best way of prevention. Yes. All right. It's better than sanitation. Sanitation is great, but nothing replaces washing your hands.
Yeah, you know what? COVID made it so that we could use the sanitizer. However, prior to it, when I say we, I'm talking about people in the child care space. The mandate was it does not replace hand washing. Exactly. And you should sing happy birthday or some song while you're hand washing.
Right.
And the other thing that people
Mhm.
mishandle hand washing, make your hands moist first, then apply the soap, then wash it, sing the song, and then dry it. So I'm glad you said that. So how does inflammation and poor nutrition show up more during the holiday routines, and what can people do to counteract that? Because
Well,
we're a solution-based show. We're not just talking about the problems.
Absolutely. So we're going to assume more omega-6, which is the inflammatory response that we get, right? And that omega-6, remember, your body can't make it. Yes, we do need it because it is there for our protection. But with our diet, especially the Western diet, we are just getting entirely too much, right? And that number is out of whack. So you also want to increase your, and so in order to decrease your omega-6, which is your inflammatory response, you need to increase your omega-3, right? Naturally, that word is much. It's a struggle because to increase it, you need to be eating salmon every day, tuna, sardines, macaroni. The simplest way to do it is we tell people take the balance oil.
I love it.
Right.
I have it right by I said this last week. I have it right by my bed, and so it's a reminder that I have to take it. I just knock it out,
right,
and then go to bed, and then knocks me out.
Right, there you go. It helps you with your sleep. It does help with sleep apnea.
It does.
But so the best thing is a test.
Oh, test don't guess.
Test don't guess, right? I was talking with somebody the other day saying, well, I know I messed up. I don't need to take a test. No, you still need to take a test. No matter how you feel it, take a test. Because if you understand science, and if you understand business, all right, and even if you don't understand anything in life, don't get tracked, don't get done. Right? You have to be able to track everything. Measurements and tracks is how you have the accurate amount of success.
Tracking your health is extremely important, particularly if you had it.
It's the game changer.
Yeah, it is.
It's the game changer.
So how do people get the test? And what kind of specials do you have? Because it is the season for giving.
I should do a special.
You should do a special.
I should do a special. Okay. All right. So first of all, you text iHeart to 312-530-8505. Text iHeart to 312-530-8505. So
8505.
85.
Not 8505.
8505.
8505.
All right. So here's the thing. All right. I have an event that's coming up. And I would, to those that come in who said if you come to the event on Monday and you mention you're a guest of iHeart, I will give you a test, which is $178 value. You will get a free test at the event. And the event will be at Eat to Live Restaurant, and that is 617 East 67th Street. Eat to Live Restaurant, that restaurant is totally built for better habits of eating amazing, great food. Okay. So you definitely want to come to Eat to Live Restaurant at 617 East 67th Street, and you'll get a free balance test for all the guests that come out.
What day? What time?
On Monday at 7 p.m.
Monday at 7 p.m. That's 617.
And Tamara will be there too.
Yes, 617 East 67th Street, y'all. Monday. And I definitely will be there because y'all got some good food over there.
Yes.
But you know what, Frank? It's always a pleasure. We love all the nuggets that you give us to keep us on track, because health is wealth. And I don't care how rich you are. If your health is poor, guess what? You are poor. But you know what we talked about is the season for giving. And we got a big situation coming up on tomorrow. Breakfast with Santa, none other than our very own Marcel Jackson is giving it. And we got our biggest sponsor. No, that's not Marcel. It looks like him. This is Santa Claus that he's pointing to. But he is Santa Claus. So one of our biggest sponsors, and that's none other than Melinda Kelly. She's on the line. Melinda, are you there? Oh, yes, Lord. I love it. So, Melinda, what can people expect tomorrow? I know it's going down at the Comer Center, 230 North Comer, and it's from 9 to 12. But what can people expect?
You know, I think this is our 6th year in a row. It is such a wonderful event. First of all, having the kids have breakfast with Santa is spectacular. But all while we're feeding their bodies, we also want to feed the families financially. So our vendor there, who I know can, that last minute shopping, that great gift, will be there. And one of the reasons we're there is ComEd Community Energy Assistant Ambassadors. It's the greatest gift we can give you is to make sure you can afford these utilities after the holidays. And if you're losing
going through in the season. And sometimes there are a lot of resources that because of the technology gap, because it could be a person like me, it's the age gap. Sometimes navigating those things by myself are not easy. So the ambassadors are much more savvy. They can help you identify what you're eligible for and may not be taken advantage of.
And you will hold their hand through it. So y'all want to get down there. You heard Melinda's voice, and she's been an ambassador for this event for the last 6 years. People walk away from there with so many resources. Going down tomorrow, 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, 230 North Comer, December the 20th. Thank you so much, Melinda. We appreciate you. Y'all, we appreciate you too, but we got to get out of here. And you know, we always want to encourage you to keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know, a perfect stranger, that you love them. Show someone that you do know how much you love them. Lead with love. Land on love. I love you, Brunch Bunch.
We love you. Peace.
Believers, we love you. Baby M, we love you too. Y'all, we gave you a lot of resources today, and we didn't do that to library your phones. We did it so you could take advantage of them, level you up, and you know, we always keep you optimistic. Peace, and have a great weekend. Woo! 20 seconds to spare. Hey, y'all. I love you too, DJ Bilo. Thank you, FJ, Kayla Gore, Mary Hubbard. Thank you so much for joining. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. And if you're out tonight and I see you tonight, come up and speak. Let's take a picture. You know I got an event tonight, so I definitely want to see you. And if you know about it, I will see you there. Peace, y'all.
Inspiration 1390, an iHeartRadio station.
You better leave out.
I got to take pictures with y'all.
Okay.
And then, yes, I'm leaving out.